All right, I'm going to go over part A of the WordPair free response question here. Again, hopefully you've had a chance to try it, read through it, give it a shot before continuing. If you are happening to type it up and Eclipse these two Java files you can use to get you started. So WordPair, I think I talked about in the intro, is just a specialized class that stores two strings. Okay, and so that code you don't have to do anything, and then you have to do WordPair list, which has an array list of these WordPair objects called all pairs. And in part A, we have to complete this constructor. All right, so it'll take in a string array of words. And so I'm going to go back and look at some of the examples here. All right, so you can read all this description, which again is kind of confusing to me. I at least read it, but it's a little bit confusing. But the examples are much clearer to me. So if they input an array of strings like this, 1, 2, 3, it's going to pair up each one of these words with the other words. So 1 gets paired with 2, and then 1 gets paired with 3, okay, and then 2 gets paired with 3. And these are all going to be word pair objects, right? Because remember, word pair objects just have two strings, like a first and a second string. So we're going to be making a bunch of these word pair objects. We have to construct them in the constructor down here for word pair list. Okay, and so here's example 2 again. So the goes with more, the merrier. So the gets paired with more, the gets paired with the, and then the gets paired with merrier. Okay, so just to be a little more clear on this, again, basically what we have to do is take like this the and pair it up with all the other pairs in this array. Okay, and then we're going to take the next word more and then pair it with all the ones that come after it. And then finally we're going to take the and pair it with everything that comes after. And then merrier, there's nothing that comes after it, so we don't really have to pair it with anything. Okay, so when you start to think about this code, that's where I would start is I've got to loop through, like I've got to take this first word and then pair it with all the ones that come after it. Okay, so that's what basically we're going to need to do in our constructor. All right, and so when we're done, we'll have a bunch of word pair objects populated in that array list, this array list right here. Okay, so as far as the code goes, again, hopefully you've had a chance to try it. But the first thing I would do is I would take all pairs and make it into a new array list. So do new array list of word pair objects, right? So I'd make a new one like that. And then from there, I would start to populate it. So basically, if I go back and think through it again, I'm going to need 2 loops. Okay, and the first one is just, I would call it I, and loop it through all the positions except we don't need to go to the last one, right? Because there's no words that come after the last word, so we don't need to do that. Okay, and then J, we could make like another loop for J. And J is going to start at I plus 1 and go all the way to the end. So go less than the length. Okay, so basically, you know, for the other words, we're going to pair up the ith word with the jth word. And I is going to start here, right? And then J will loop all the remaining ones, right? And then I will move over 1 to more, and then J will start here and loop through all the ones to the end. Okay, so when we set this up, I would do my 2 loops, and I'm looping through this array of words. Okay, so I'm going to do for int I equals 0, and normally go I is less than words dot length. My thing would work here, sorry. Plus plus I, that's the normal loop. But again, thinking about it visually, we don't need to go to this last one, right? I doesn't need to go here because I is like the first word and there's no words that come after merrier to pair with. Okay, so instead of going less than length, I'm going to go less than length minus 1 so I don't hit that last one. Okay, and then I'm going to go for int J, which is going to start at 1 more than I. And J will go all the way to the end, so it's going to be less than words dot length. Go all the way to the last word, plus plus J. Okay, and then I want to make a new word pair. Okay, and so when you construct a word pair, there's only 2 parts, the first word and the second word, right? We just have to pass those in. right? So I'm going to make the word pair. So I'm going to go word pair WP equals new word pair, and then I'm going to pass in words position I, so the ith word, and words position J, right? So I'm accessing the ith and the jth word, making a new word pair from those two, right? And again, I'm accessing this array of strings that's coming in, the ith and the jth word. So now I have a new pair of words, and then I'm just going to add it to the array list. So I'm going to do all pairs dot add this word pair. Okay, and I think that should do it. And it would follow the pattern that's shown in the examples, right? Because this example pairs the with these three words, if you look there, and then it takes the more and pairs the more with these two. So it fits the order that's given in their examples, right? And I believe that is it for part A. We just have to do the constructor. Thanks for watching.